Power crews on both sides of the bay all along the Gulf Coast hard at work trying to get those lights back on. But we know that thousands of you are still in the dark, and officials say it could take more than a week before power is restored to everybody.
Alabama Power reported the storm impacted some 480,000 customers. At last report, more than 129,000 were still without electricity.
Joining us this morning is Beth Thomas with Alabama Power to give us an update. And Beth, let's start with the latest numbers and how many crews we have working. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me. We do right now have 130,000 people without power in the Mobile area. We did start with about 175,000 outages in the area. So power has been restored to about 45,000 people. We are continuing our work this morning. We have about 1,800 additional crew personnel who are here in the area working with our local crews. Crews are beginning really their first full day of restoration work since the storm moved out of the area. We do have crews from Mississippi Power who are also here in the area with us today as they have completed their restoration work. Our crews will be working as quickly and as safely as they can throughout today and the coming days to restore power to everyone. I would also like to mention, I know many people are anxious to clean up, to remove limbs and debris, but there are still power lines on the ground in some areas. We want to encourage people to stay away from any lines that are on the ground. Don't try to remove any limbs or debris that might be tangled in those lines, and be sure to keep children and pets away as well.
Beth, this is Joe. Thank you for you and your crews doing your hard work to restore power. The question for you is, on the way in, I actually heard someone at a gas station ask a police officer, do you know when power is going to be restored in my area? Is there any way for the folks who are without power to know when you may be coming to their area?
We're getting a lot of those questions, Joe, and we do not have a definite answer for people and specific areas right now. It's been many years since we've had a storm of this magnitude in the Mobile area, and crews are going to be working as quickly and as safely as they can, but we don't have estimates for specific areas at this time.
And Beth, you know, a lot of times y'all do amazing work in getting the lights back on for people, but it does seem like this is a more difficult situation. What is it about this that may make it take a little longer to get the power back on?
Well, the outages are widespread. They're all across the area, and there's a very large number of them. 175,000 outages is a very large number of outages for our area. We haven't had this many people without power in the Mobile area since Hurricane Katrina. So it's a lot of people without power at one time. And there's a lot of work and repairs that need to be made. Now, we'll be working as quickly as we can, but we do want people to understand that it will take several days before everyone receives power.
And Beth, on that note, with the understanding that it will take several days, what about the calls that are coming in that are described as more emergency situation, potentially live wires that are open, things that could be immediately hazardous as opposed to simply being without power?
We are addressing those, and obviously fire departments are involved in some of those calls as well. We are working through those. That's a great point. We appreciate people calling those in and letting us know.
Beth Thomas with Alabama Power, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and also thank you for everything that y'all are doing. We know that this is a huge job, and we thank you and all of the people out there on the lines, on the front lines, working to get power restored.
Thank you.